This is Soph,
This is Rich.
and we are from across the
The
pond.
Oh my God, who's in sync?
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh. How goes it? It is Friday.
It is Fun Friday.
Oh, how was your week?
This week has been very challenging. Um, I know it's supposed to be a fun Friday, but there's so much going on in the world today that it's just hard to have a little bit of fun. But we're gonna try.
Okay, agree.
How about it? You agree?
Yeah. So did you get up to anything this week?
No, I've been learning a lot this week as far as the new job, because not only am I doing one job, they're training me to do another job. So I'll be floating in between two positions, which is very challenging, which I'm up for the challenge.
So you're still liking the job?
I really am. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the people are really nice. If I have a question, no one, it's, I don't know how to say it, but they're easy to get along with. And if I have a question, they break it down for me. So they're making it really easy for me.
To be honest, that's what makes a job, I think, the people. Like, generally, you can have a rubbish job with good pay or a good job with shit pay. Either way, it's the people that make you want to stay in a job, I think.
Yeah, and what's so ironic about that because of what you just said, um, I got this job and now I got all the jobs that I applied for now coming in. They're like, oh, we're open. We went from part-time to full-time, or, we'll pay you this much or we'll pay you that much. And I'm like, I kind of like where I'm at. You know what I mean?
This is what I tell people. It ain't always about money. You could have a job that pays you a phenomenal amount of money, but you can be unhappy. And your mindset, your health, there's no price you can put on that.
None. But making it happen, Captain.
That's what we like.
How was your week?
Seems to have literally come to an end all of a sudden, really. Like, on Monday I was like, whoa, there's so much to do. This is going to take forever. And now I'm like, whoa, where's it gone? Monday I went to Uncle Fester's. I said they're putting together like care packages and stuff to send to the Ukraine. I've got to remember that not everyone's going to know the lingo. So I went there. My dad sent some money I took round to donate. I went and bought a load of sanitary products, like a massive bag for life. Do you have bags for life there in your supermarket?
Bags for life? No.
Oh, sorry, that took a swerve. I was just asking because I'd have to explain it. So basically, it's a really thick carrier bag that you have to pay for. It's 20p, but it's meant to last for life. It's recyclable, a bag for life.
Oh, I want a bag for life.
I'll send you one. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Make it manly. I don't want to have no like flower pattern or anything.
Okay. And before I carry on, can I just ask, do you have carrier bags there in your supermarket? Do you have to pay for them?
Carry-ons?
No, carrier bags, like plastic bags to put your shopping in.
No, you don't have to pay for them. No.
You have to pay for them here. Anyway, so I got a bag for life, a plastic carrier bag I paid 20 pence for, and I filled it all up with sanitary products because this is the thing, right? I was totally overwhelmed by everybody's generosity. Uncle Fester and Irina have already sent off 2 loads of stuff, like 100 kg, I think he said, 2 loads in 2 separate vans. The next one's leaving on Sunday. But they've had so much stuff donated: clothes, shoes, toiletries, like plasters, first aid stuff. And it's really difficult, you know, because I'm going to tell it as it is, right? I'm going to put myself under the bus, right? Because it's always best. We always keep it 100. When you look at some of the stuff, and even actually one of the mums said this exact same thing to me outside the school earlier when we was talking. I ain't going to name drop. But when there's a crisis like this and people say any donations welcome, I feel like some people see it as a way to just clear out all of the junk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not that people are ungrateful, but I just think, why do people do that? You know, why do people think, oh, they need donations? Oh yeah, I've got all this rubbish I've been dying to get rid of, so I'll just give them that, you know?
Yeah. No name brand stuff, just a whole bunch of rubbish.
Tap that's got like bleach all over it, or has got a hole in or whatever, or like literally shit, right? But this is the thing, you can't say no, because then you're seen as ungrateful. Do you know what I mean? And let me just 10,000% put it out there that this is me saying this, not Uncle Fester, not Orina, not anybody else that's taken any donations. This is my opinion on observations I made on stuff that was there. Also, for example, there's a war going on, right? There's a war going on. It's winter over there. Sometimes it gets to -15. It was the other week. Somebody's donated a crop top, like a bra top, and a sequined white gown, like a dress.
Well, I mean, maybe they can bundle up, wear like more than just one thing I don't know.
Great, but do you see where I'm coming from? So I really wish, as much as everybody's generosity was literally amazing, I just wish that people would take a little bit of time out to think, what are you sending? That's like me sending a bikini to the Arctic. Why would I do that? You just wouldn't do that.
I mean, but see, when you take donations, right, you can specify what you need.
I get that, but I wish people would use their own common sense a little bit more.
Because some people could be donating to Ukraine and don't even know what Ukraine weather is all about.
But it's all over the news, right? Every channel, more or less. So all you got to do is switch on your telly. The second point is, all you got to do is ask. Now, it doesn't matter who is collecting at the minute. They've basically said, please don't send any more clothes, like, because they've got so many clothes they don't know what to do with. That's the Red Cross. That's people that are collecting from themselves and sending it. The main things they need is like blankets or medical stuff or sanitary stuff, like stuff that's definitely toiletries. So yeah.
You sound like you had a really fulfilling week.
So I took a picture of some of the stuff. I shared it on my personal socials. Like, they've got so much stuff in their house. I just think, what are they going to do with it? Well, I know what they're going to do with it. But so anyway, yeah, that was the beginning of the week. Then it's just been the usual work, Alfie. It was World Book Day today. Do you have that there?
Probably so.
Well, when I Googled it, because I put a post up, it was actually does say it started in the UK, so I don't know if it's spread as far as you, but World Book Day, I'm assuming it would have gone as far.
Well, I gave you my book.
I hear that, and I was very grateful for that. Have you read it?
Yes, I own it. It's right here on my book.
And what is it about? Okay, let's pause that, because let's find out what else happened in the week first. Let me make a little note, because our show topic has changed. I'm not going to lie. We had a topic.
Yes, we did change it.
We had a topic, and I just it didn't sit right with me. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just spend this show chopping it up. We ain't done that for a while. Already we've been on it fucking an hour, and we haven't even got past hours your week yet. So it's a good job I said that. So anyway, yes. That was how our weeks were. Can I just say, it's Friday today, right? And I have got I can't wait for Sunday's show already because I've got a weekend with Roy. Now you know it's going to go down. The last time I went out, as we call it here, was 3 days before lockdown 2 years ago, right? I haven't been out since then. And that was with Roy, and I was totally a mess. So it was going to be that we was going to have a night in tonight, and he was going to make steaks. And then we was going to go to a food market thing tomorrow, street food, and then go out in the evening, right? Already he's messaged me this week. I got us exclusive invites to an opening of an art gallery, art and wine night. So I'm already off. I'm off.
That sounds like a winner chicken dinner.
Right, winner chicken dinner. But you know it's not going to be civilized. This is why like, Sunday's show, I might be a little bit worse for wear.
It's okay.
It's going to go two ways. I'm either going to be worse for wear, or I'm still going to be drunk. That's how it's going to go down.
We've all been there.
Okay, so what's happening in the news apart from Ukraine? Anything?
To be honest, there's nothing. President Biden.
I'll interrupt you there. I feel like President Biden is nothing but all mouth. He had a big speech yesterday or the day before. Putin better watch out what's coming to him. Okay, and what? What are you going to do, bruv? Like, he ain't done nothing. That's all he's done. Go on stage, get his mic.
Are you talking about the State of the Address?
Never, man. He ain't done
nothing. I didn't watch it, but I did.
Someone needs to explain to Joe Biden, actions speak louder than words. Sorry, continue.
I almost lost my train of thought. He nominated a first Black female for a Supreme Court judge. That was the only big thing in the news.
Okay.
And I'm like, kudos to her. I ain't mad at her. Right. But then, she's got to go through the whole gauntlet of questions. They got to interview her and all that. And that airs on TV. So.
Oh, so he don't get the final say? He just nominates who he thinks?
Yeah, he nominates, and then Congress kind of like interviews her, both sides, and then they vote her in.
If they don't, he has to nominate someone else?
Well, if it becomes a tie, then the tiebreaker is the vice president.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. The vice president makes like the majority. It has to be like a majority ruling, which a lot of people said that they're just going to let her have it. You know what I mean? The Republicans said they're just going to let her have it because, even if it were to come down to a tie, our vice president is going to be the tiebreaker and she's going to vote yes. So.
Okay.
But she still has to go through the formality.
I don't get who she's going up against. If Joe Biden's nominated her and you say there's going to be a tie, who's the other person then?
The Republicans and the Democrats vote.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too much. This is why I don't get into politics. It's too complicated.
Yeah, it is. It can be.
Anything else in your news?
Kanye West finally is done with this mess he was doing all last week with the Texan and the putting his business out in the area. Now he's trying to expedite his divorce.
Oh no, they finally divorced now, it said here today.
Oh yeah, because he expedited it. So I haven't really been paying attention.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Expedite means sped it up. They sped it up instead of like
it said
out.
I heard on the news this afternoon it's over. They're divorced.
We'll see. I can't trust one thing after another. I don't know.
Man, you know how the
One
media,
minute, one minute they googly eyes, and the next minute they ain't.
the
And
media
then
always.
now Kanye is, I guess he's dating a girl looks like him. So I don't know.
He's been dating her for what, months.
No, not the white girl. He got rid of the white girl. They
Oh,
broke
so
up.
he just dating people in general that look like her.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's dating a new girl that looks like him.
Well, obviously he's got a type.
Yeah.
Over here the main thing has just been the invasion of Ukraine. That's all that's been on the news, really.
Yes. Someone asked me a question today. How do I feel? Do I think
About the invasion?
yeah, about the invasion. And they asked me how I felt about, should we send soldiers or shouldn't we? And the political side of it, you know what I mean? Because Ukraine is not a NATO country, we can't really get involved that way. We can support as far as like
Okay, says
weapons.
who?
Says NATO. NATO
Okay, and
they're
who's
not a
going to
part
do
of
what
the
if the whole of NATO decide to get involved? Who's gonna have something to say about it? Just Putin?
yeah, but as you can see, no one's really I mean, they're lending weapons and stuff like that, but no one's really putting boots on the ground. Now, me personally, okay, we just got our soldiers back. A part of me is like, we just got them back from Afghanistan, let them have a little break, you know what I mean? But then that's what you signed up for. I used to be ex-military, so I feel like that's what you signed up for. And to me, I feel like Russia's making a lot of mistakes now. They've been making a lot of like rational mistakes to where if we were to put boots on the ground, this would be the perfect time to do it instead of waiting for Russia to set up.
And also,
You know what I mean?
you saying Ukraine's not part of NATO, so no one can do it, blah, blah, blah. Surely Putin changed the rules the day he stepped foot inside there and caused it beef.
Of course. But see, this thing about it is I feel as though, me personally, I would send some boots on the ground to help out early, like
But
right now, like
they don't even want to.
not wait until they've been taken over. You dig
But
what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
even want to do like help in the sky, like close the sky off or whatever, or nothing. They don't want to do nothing. I did see a day or so ago that the president of Ukraine had signed a thingy to join the EU, European Union.
Yeah.
So what's the excuse that nobody from Europe's getting involved in? Belarus has joined Russia, so why can't somebody join Ukraine? This is what nothing seems to make sense, man. I don't understand it.
It's politics, and the whole thing with Biden and the sanctions. The sanctions is going to take months for them to even feel the effects. I feel like if you're going to do something like that, put it to where it hurts. You know what I mean?
Well, there is a Russian guy, Roman Abramovich. It's probably not how you say his name. I don't really care. He bought Chelsea, a Premier club over here. And obviously nobody wants to do business with any Russians because they've put a halt on all business with Russians until this is all sorted. So Roman Abramovich has said, okay, fine, I'm going to put Chelsea up for sale. You know what he wants for it? £3 billion. 3 billion.
Now who is Chelsea?
Like someone's going to be like, oh, yes, sir, I got that in my back pocket. Let me just buy that from you now.
What is Chelsea?
Chelsea is a Premiership football club, soccer club.
Oh, a soccer club.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just kicked something over.
But I mean, there's pictures of him, Abramovich. He's like Putin's right-hand man. So that's why they've said, yo, bro, you can do one. But he's saying, okay, I'll go, but you need to pay me £3 billion, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, ain't nobody buying no soccer team like that.
especially when Chelsea have been playing rubbish.
Yeah, if they champions,
Nah,
then heck to the no.
you'd be lucky if he scrapes 1 billion. So anyway, that's all that's been going on in the news. So let's rewind. We're just going to chop it up today. Let me go back to asking you, World Book Day. What was your book called?
It was called Four Pillars to a Man's Heart.
And now what is that about? Is that a story? Is it real life? Is it coaching? What is
It's
that?
it's almost like a spiritual book for men. Here,
Okay.
matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it. Hold on.
Oh, maybe you might get him to read us a little paragraph from there, folks. You know how I like to
Talking crazy while I'm gone.
put people on the spot.
I'm talking crazy while I'm gone. I was only gone for a second.
Okay. So,
Four Pillars of a Man's Heart.
and what is it
Bring
about?
strength into balance. It's a really, really good book.
Okay. After you read that book, what did you learn?
I learned a lot.
Like what?
Spiritually, mentally, physically.
Okay,
It's a
like
really
what?
good book. And the guy he's ex-military, so the guy, a lot of the references I could relate to,
Okay,
like how
so
he was.
what does he do? Teach you about your mindset? To I don't get what is
Yeah,
it?
that type of stuff, a spiritual mindset on
Okay.
how to deal with everyday life as a man.
Oh, so it's specifically just for men.
Yes, four pillars of a man's heart. I mean, women could read it too, but maybe they
Can
get
you
better insight on a man. But
can you read what the back says?
why do I have to read what it says on the back? I
Just
really
so we
don't feel
can
like
get
it.
a little insight about what the book is about. It's World Book Day.
Well, where's your book?
Um,
Um,
I had like 6, so I couldn't make up my mind. The one I'm reading at the minute is called The Guest List, and it's about this celebrity who
won't you read the back of the book?
It's in the car because I read it while I'm waiting for Alfie at school.
Won't you read the back of the book?
But basically, it's a who done it.
Basically, it's to help, men spiritually.
Okay. So, but
It's a really good, it's a
Is,
really good book.
is it one of those books that when you read it once, that's it, you're done, or you keep going back to it to get little
No,
gems?
I've read this more than once. I've even bought this book for other men.
Get in. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is a really good book. I've read it more than once.
Okay. Well,
Matter of fact,
I totally just made a boo boo. I said it was
I've collected some of his other books as well.
I've totally made a boo boo because I'm getting mixed up because I'm tired. I said it was World Book Day today. It was actually yesterday, and I did put our books on our socials, but I will share them again in this post. 6 pillars, 4 pillars to a man's heart. By Stu Weber.
You're being funny. That's okay. Let's
No,
let's hear about your who done it, Mrs.
I was gonna
Murder
say
She Wrote.
things. Listen, I told you before that me and the dude started this book club at the beginning of lockdown. She chooses a book, I choose a book, she chooses a book. She always chooses thrillers or dramas. I always choose.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were still talking about books.
Oh, we are. I always choose romance.
Because the book I'm reading now is an autobiography of President Obama.
Oh, I want to read Michelle Obama's book.
That thing is good, boy.
Everyone said
good.
Everyone said good thing about Michelle Obama's book. I want to read that.
Yeah, I don't have her book, but I got the man's book, President Obama. Boy,
have you read it all or not yet?
No, I just said it's the book that I'm reading now.
Okay.
I haven't finished it.
Okay. All right. Well, that was World Book Day. I mean, are you a big reader in general?
I am a big reader in general because I'm a writer. I like to read.
I like to read.
Especially if it's going to benefit me. A lot of my books that I have or designed for men. Like I'm looking at my bookshelf right now. Sun Tzu, you know?
Sun Tzu.
Yeah. Every man should read that.
Is that sun as in SON or SUN in the sky?
SUN.
Okay.
TZU. Yeah,
Okay.
it's about strategies and stuff like that. And then I got some other books over there
So
that
you
are really,
basically tend to read autobiographies or self-help books.
I wouldn't really call them self-help books, but I think they're books that men should read,
Yeah, but I
in
mean,
their
what I'm getting
lifetime.
at is they're not stories. Do you know what I mean?
No,
No,
no, they're not stories.
no. See, I'm more into fiction, and for me, a book has literally got to capture me in the first chapter. Otherwise, like Michaela and me,
Yeah.
we picked a couple of slow burners, and yeah.
Yeah. See, I got a lot of spiritual books. And then I do have a couple of autobiographies. Like I got Michael Jackson, Jermaine Jackson's book about his brother, which I thought was really good. I got Jay-Z's autobiography, because that's my boy.
When
Um,
I say self-help books, it's just books that help yourself, your mindset. That's what you said that four pillar to a man's heart was about. So I assume that yours was like that, things that can help you.
yeah, I got what you meant by self-help books. I got what you meant. But there's some, and then I'm a Superman head, so I got some comics in there in the mix in there.
You can't really class them as books. They're
The Death of Superman is a great comic book.
no.
I got the hardback version. It's very good. Graphic novel. It's very good. So that's storyline.
Well, you got your own books out now, two of
Yes, working on 3.
a trilogy.
We gotta get the trifecta out there.
I ain't mad at you. I
Mhm.
ain't mad at you.
So what other books did you read besides Whodunits, Murder She Wrote,
I told you,
Lifetime,
Michaela always picks thrillers and dramas, and I always pick romance. But
erotica?
right, all of that. I was trying to think of the word for it. I was going to say sex, but I thought that's not the right word. So normally she picks one, I picks one, she reads like that. She picked 2 and I picked 1, but we started reading the guest list. So then surely then the next one's meant to be my one. But this other one she's picked is called The Holiday, and they've just put a TV program on based on the book. So we're like, man, we can't watch the show until we've read the book. So she's going to have 2 in a row, and then it'll be mine. And
That
mine,
sounds like so much fun.
mine is called The Other Woman. So,
Ooh, the other
and
woman.
I've made a bit of a boo boo because I was waiting for Michaela's book to arrive. So in the meantime, I got twitchy fingers and opened it and read the prologue. And straight away, I was like, oh, no way.
Now, do y'all believe now? I know this done passed, and now I'm about to switch the subject a little bit. But do y'all have Fat Tuesdays in the UK?
Fat Tuesday, every Tuesday?
No, just Fat Tuesday, like during Lent and all that. The
You mean
Jewish holiday.
Pancake Day? Funny
Was
enough,
that on Tuesday?
yeah, that was it. We should have said that in the news, actually. So you're right to mention it. That was this week just gone. It's either Shrove Tuesday, which is the biblical term, or Pancake Day.
Okay, well, we have donuts over here called Fosnots.
What?
They're called Fosnots.
Fos-
There's
Hold the line, caller man. You're going way too fast. Fosnots?
yeah, Fosnots. It's a donut. It's kind of like a donut.
Okay, what's the difference between a normal donut and a Fosnot?
Because they're made a certain way. I can't describe it. It's made a certain way,
Is it
cooked a
still
certain
round
way.
like a donut?
Kind of, yes. And you can get them like cinnamon and sugar, or you can get them powdered, or you can get them glazed. I got
You
them
know, you
glazed.
laughing. I know that you went to town on these.
I sure did. I got 3 of them left downstairs.
Can't you quickly go and get one so I can see what it looks like?
Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna eat it.
Get in. I mean, you should have sent me one and I could eat it as well, but a fossil. I wonder if that's something to do with a fossil, maybe. Who knows? I don't know what food would start with an S. Fosnot. Maybe it's frost. Nah, frosting's got an R in. Man, they have the best cakes on that side of the pond. I don't care what anyone says. They have the best. They have the best cakes, and we have the best chocolate.
They're called authentic Fosnots.
Can we see the
Glazed.
package?
And I'm gonna show you what they look like.
Oh,
It's like a glazed donut.
Look at the love on your face. You're looking at it like I wish my man would look at me the way you looked at that donut.
I'm getting ready. Oh, it's dripping all on my.
It's dripping, man.
I know.
Boy, that looks mighty moist over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you for a fact, that's true love. I want a man to look at me the way you just looked at that donut for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you went in, like that's true love. Okay, so if that's a Fosnot, does it taste any different to a donut? We'll wait, don't worry. Don't want you choking.
Tastes a little different.
I don't understand what the difference is. It just looks like a flat donut.
We're gonna look it up.
I tell you what, you eat and I'll look it up because I can get it done quicker than you. How do you spell it? Flossnut?
Fast.
That's fast.
NACHTS.
UGH. It says it's a fried donut of German origin served traditionally in the days of a carnival on Shrove Tuesday, the day before Lent starts. Fashnuts were made as a way to empty the pantry of large sugar, fat, and butter. Large sugar, fat, and butter, which was traditionally fasted during Lent.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's 217 calories per one, 12 grams of fat, and 24 grams of sugar. Okay. Oh,
I
sorry.
hit the spot.
That's a mistake. It says the Fosnut you're about to eat has 485 calories per one.
How many this one has? Oh, not that many.
Traditional Fosnuts are shaped into squares or triangles, but it's also common to be around at this time of year. Similar to a Polish cake, Fosnuts have no hole in the middle and are usually larger than donuts.
Yeah, they larger than donuts. But that Fosnot was all right.
Well, like I say,
I wish I could share it.
I'm sure you do. I mean, all
I need now is a cup of coffee.
all I know is that was true love. That was a moment. I mean, I'm all for romance, right? That right there. I think maybe
that donut like, oh my God.
Before we load the show, just for that clip, I should see if I could add some love music, just as your like put it in a slow-mo.
Make it slow motion too,
Right.
like
Right. I'm telling you, people will get their hankies out and cry because that was a beautiful moment right there.
Man, that fast now. I got 2 more left.
Well, I'm not being funny. I don't think they're going to last till the end of the night, are they?
No, because soon as we say cut, I'm eating
As soon
these.
as we say cut, you're going to be like, nut.
Cut.
All right. So anyway, that's what you ate on Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I asked if y'all had Fat Tuesdays, but you
No,
said
not Fat
y'all
Tuesday,
Tuesdays was
Pancake Day it's called.
pancakes.
Yeah, but the thing is also I realized we put a post up as well. Your pancakes are different to ours, right? Because let's be honest, the show is about the differences. So we still
But
try
yours
and
look like a crepe.
that's what I was just about to say. Yours are fat, whereas ours are what you would call a crepe. Yeah. And traditionally over here, it's lemon and sugar that you have on them. What do you have on yours traditionally? What's
Butter and syrup.
butter?
Butter and syrup. Woo! Yes.
That's a heart attack on a plate, man.
And I ain't a big pancake person, but I will eat a banana pancake.
Banana pancake?
Oh my God, yes.
Is that banana in the batter or banana chopped up on the pancake?
No, bananas mushed up in the batter.
I ain't a big banana fan, so
Butter, and then the edges be nice and buttery. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You throw some butter on that and throw some syrup. Ooh.
what can I say?
Tall glass of milk and a cup of coffee. What?
I do think I said to you earlier that on the 1st of March, we missed sharing this, but on the 1st of March, it was actually World Compliment Day. So, Rich, I'm going to pay you a compliment today, being as we missed it on the 1st of March. I think you are a genuinely amazing person with a good heart.
Thank you. And I feel the same way towards you, all the way across the pond. I think you are a sweetie pie. Your heart's bigger than most people that I know.
Look, my face is the shape of a heart. That's how big my heart is. It even comes out in my face.
Goodness. Yes, dear, your hairline shaped of a heart. We used to call that an Eddie Monster hairline.
What?
You ever watch The Monsters?
The Monsters, yeah.
And you know little Eddie Monster?
He's got a big heart too, that's why.
And he had that little point right there. Eddie.
I'm
Monster.
sure it's called something else.
No, it's an Eddie. It's an Eddie Monster.
I know that, but I mean the general name for it is something else.
It's an Eddie. That's what they call it.
Okay, sorry. Have you got any big plans this weekend? Obviously, I've got big plans.
Really, no, I don't actually. There's an event that's going on that I might go see.
What is it?
It's called Fire and Ice, and they do ice sculptures.
Oh well, what's the fire there? Because that'll melt them surely.
Well, they got people that's doing fire stuff, and
yeah, but won't that melt the ice?
It's going to be in a different part.
Oh, okay.
And an ice sculpture is pretty hard to melt. Because they do like big blocks of ice and it's really nice. I hope the weather holds up.
What do they do with them after they've chiseled them out?
You take pictures with them and then I guess they donate them to something. I don't know. Okay. Turn them into ice cream cones or just let them melt. I don't know.
The other thing I forgot to say actually when we was talking about Ukraine and I went to
but I don't know if I'm going though.
Okay, well you can fill us in on Sunday. Yeah, the other thing I did forget to mention when I was at Uncle Fester's, we did call our family while we was there, and it was it's very great to see them obviously on the video call.
Well, I have watched something on Instagram, and I meant to send this to you. Now, I don't want to sound, one of them poor righteous, Black Panther movements, but there's some video that Ukrainians ain't letting Black people on the trains and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that as well. And it's not that. I've seen one where they're saying, like when the Ukrainian people are going to the borders, to get into Poland or escape the country, they're trying to say that they won't let African people, you know, cross the border either. But it's women and children first, right? Always women and children first. That's how it works.
Okay, but there's black women and children too. They not
Okay.
letting nobody. I mean, they not letting nobody on the trains.
Okay. I personally don't believe everything I read. Just like
Me neither. But when it's videoed, that you see
listen,
a
but
congregation.
they put a video up. The media put a video up in the week saying that a fighter plane had been bombed down, right? But exactly the same picture was used in the last war that came out. So they try
Yeah,
and say this.
but there was no war when they're not letting black people on the trains.
I
Like
hear what you're
there's literally
saying.
footage of
Okay.
them not letting them on the. Now I can understand if they were like, no men need to stay. Women come, you know, the women, your children. I got that, but they ain't letting none of them on the plane.
Okay, well, you
or
need
the
to
train.
find
I
that.
said, excuse my language, train.
You need to find the video and send it to me because seeing is believing, right? And I'm not
Okay,
saying
all right.
I'm
I
not
got it. I'm gonna pull it up and send it to you right
I'm
now.
not saying you're a liar, and I'm not saying before anyone jumps on my back, oh, I'm only saying that because they're in Ukraine and I'm Ukrainian. I'm not saying that, you know, but there's always two sides.
You right.
And I've seen, to be fair, a lot of charities only helping African people get out of Ukraine. You know, like there's a lot of charities that are taking donations and like donating money and stuff to Ukraine. I've seen a few charities this week that are only helping African people get out of Ukraine, which also begs the question, can I just say now you've brought it up, why has the African government not said anything about getting involved in any way, shape or form?
What'd you say?
Why has the African government not stepped in and said anything in any way, shape or form?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's a political thing.
Okay, but if your people are there from your country, surely you're going to step in and say something. They haven't even said anything in the news or nothing. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, you sent me the same video twice.
Did I? Well, then let it play. And it'll send you some, and I'll show you some other stuff.
Okay, let me just pause it for a minute. The first one, right? Hello, the first one. You know how long a train is. They're focusing on one door. You haven't seen anywhere else on the platform where potentially people could have got in, okay? Second video, it says that they're removing black people from a bus, right? I can't make anything out. It's night time. I can't see anything. I can just hear a load of screaming. I can't see nothing.
But that's what I'm just saying. Like, we have racism all over the world, even during war.
We do. But my point is, where is the African government saying anything?
Like I said, it's a political thing. I can't speak for NATO. I can't speak for our president.
I hear what you're saying, but at least all of these presidents that are not doing anything, at least they've, like Joe Biden, who's just farted hot air into the news. You better watch yourself, blah, blah, blah. Bojo's had something to say. He's popped off to Poland this week and had a conference or whatever. All these people have spoken up. No one in Africa has said anything.
Well, we're not in Africa.
But you're telling them, and the news is saying that they're not letting Africans out, or claiming, the news is claiming that they're not letting Africans out of Ukraine while this is going on. If that is the case, why isn't the African government saying nothing?
Because they're not in Africa. They are in
what? Their
Ukraine.
people are not in Africa, so they don't give a fuck about them. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, if there's Africans that are part of Ukraine, that live in Ukraine, probably grew up in Ukraine, Ukrainian government should be handling that.
Okay, but surely the African government would have something to say. If English people were in a country that was at war and they were physically not being allowed out, I would be saying the same thing. Why ain't Bojo saying nothing?
I don't know.
I'm just looking at all angles here. I ain't sticking up for anybody. I say let anybody out. Let anybody and everybody out that wants to get out, let them out. Don't matter what your colour is, whatever, let them out.
Yeah, but you did see the video though.
I didn't. I just gave you my explanation. We can share it on the page if you want, or on our socials. On the first part of the video, it's concentrated. The video doesn't move from one door. Now, I know when we have trains here, there's at least 10, 15 doors to one train. So who's to say that on those other 10 doors, only black people were allowed on them? Who knows? We don't know because this is the problem. This is the problem
theories
with the media and social media. You only see a small part, and from that point, you decide where it's going from there. Do you know what I mean?
It's a snippet.
Exactly, a snippet. You never get the full story, and that pisses me off with media always round. That's all.
Always round.
That's all I'm saying. Well, that was a bit of a debater.
I'm just saying, you know, if we was over there, they'll put you on the train and just leave me just high.
Oh, hell to the no, because I wouldn't be going by myself. It's all or nothing. We all go or none of us.
Because I'm gonna be fighting. I'm throwing a rock or something.
Every little helps.
They're gonna give me a M16 or an old rifle or something. I'm gonna contribute.
I don't know what that is.
A rifle?
No, N16.
M16 is a machine gun.
Oh, M. I said N. Sorry. Let's switch the mood away from war and
racial equality.
Racial equality, fighting. Tell me, what series you've been watching?
Oh, yes. I'm watching a show called Ted Lasso, which is an American.
Ted
Oh my
Lasso?
God, it is hilarious.
Did you say Ted Lasso?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It is hilarious. It's a guy who goes over to England.
American guy?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And he coaches, I want to say rugby or soccer. One of the two. It is hilarious. It's hilarious because he don't know nothing about soccer or rugby. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Where is it? Where are you watching it on?
Apple TV.
Apple TV, man. I wonder how we can get things from there if you ain't got Apple TV.
An American football coach is hired to manage a British soccer team. What he lacks in knowledge, he makes up for in optimism, determination, and biscuits.
Ooh. Okay. So you're a fan. What are you going to give it out of 5?
Oh, I'm going to give it a straight 5 because it's hilarious.
Okay. And is there going to be another season or is that it?
There's 2 seasons right now.
Okay. I'm going to have to find out how we can watch stuff over here if you ain't got Apple TV, because I know for hell I ain't got Apple TV.
Well, it's probably because it's it's about soccer. So you might have it on, what do you call that? Sky TV.
Sky, yeah. I ain't heard of it, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, it might be on Sky TV there.
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Well, I have, it's not really a series. It's What was that other one we did, which wasn't really a series? It was just like a one-off thing. Do you remember?
I don't know, because I don't know what your series is.
Well, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's called Rooney. It's about Wayne Rooney, the soccer footballer here. So it's a bit like a biography type thing. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't give an ish about football, and I definitely don't give an ish about Wayne Rooney. The whole reason I watched it is because there was a big scandal in the news about him sleeping with old hookers, right? And his wife stayed with him. So I just wanted to know why, because I find it bizarre. So I painstakingly sat through an hour and a half of a Wayne Rooney documentary.
What do you rate it?
I rate it all. I rate it a 1 out of 5. There's no point in you watching it because you don't know who he is. You don't know about football.
And I don't even want to know why he was dating old hookers.
He wasn't even dating them. He was just sleeping with them.
Sleeping with old.
All he basically said was, spoiler alert now, people. All he basically said was, well, everybody makes mistakes, at the time I just wanted to do it, and I know it was a silly mistake, and I would never do it again. I've made up for it now. So then they pan to the wife, and she's like, how did I deal with that? I just don't know. But obviously we're stronger than that because we've come through it, and we're still here. And I just thought, is that it? I sat through an hour and a half. I'm not going to lie, this guy is not the prettiest. His nickname is Shrek, actually. He had a hair transplant. He's basically been a footballer since he was 16, 17. He got signed up with Manchester United, which is one of the top Premier clubs here. David Beckham? You must know David Beckham.
Yes, I know who David Beckham is.
Played alongside him. And they was interviewing David Beckham. They was interviewing a couple of the other players at the time. One of them, I want to say Philip Neville. Maybe it was his brother, Gary Neville. I don't know. It was somebody Neville. Anyway, it was basically
one of the Nevilles.
Right. Well, he was basically saying, we just looked at him and thought, who the fuck does this kid think he is? Yes, he's good on the pitch. Apparently when it was, I don't know if it works the same with American football, but basically they have a transfer window, like at the beginning or the end of the season, where they can swap players or another club can buy players. Do they have that there?
Yes.
Okay, so basically Alex Ferguson is the best manager ever. He went into the office at the time and said, I hope you ain't going to buy any shit. Who the hell are you spending your money on? And they were like, who the hell did this kid think? He's had the biggest balls ever to walk into the office and say that. But anyway, it was rubbish. 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. And they didn't even mention the hair transplant. You're supposed to be keeping it real. It's a biography about your football career and your life. And you ain't even going to say why you went and had your hair put in.
Well, before we end the show, I just want to say again, I got my prayers going out to the Ukrainian people. I'm on Team Ukrainian, and your family as well.
Everybody makes it out. Everybody makes it out.
Everybody.
Ukrainian, African. Hey, I'm telling you, even the Russians, because some of them Russian fighters, I saw a video earlier, and one of the Russian army got captured by the Ukrainians, and he instantly broke down crying because obviously he didn't want to be there. So they got him a drink, and they even got him a phone so he could call his mum and tell his mum that he was still alive.
Well, I know there's a lot of Russians who don't even want to see this war go on.
Exactly why I'm saying we are sending prayers out to everybody that don't want to be there, that wants to get out, that wants to keep their life.
Yes. So we praying for the whole shebang.
Right? Everybody bar Putin. You got a chance to get in the prayers.
And if you like listening to our show, don't forget to click like and subscribe.
Click, follow, share, comment. We are everywhere, all over socials. Keeping it 100. Also, before we go, I just want to send prayers out to our good friends, Mason and his girlfriend, Laura. Remember they had a baby a few weeks ago?
Yes.
Baby, unfortunately, is very poorly and she's in hospital. He gave an update earlier. He hasn't said what's wrong with her. I'm not sure if they know yet, but they're still in hospital. They've been there all week. So big love.
Mason, we got you, bro.
Mason, he said everybody's done nothing but send love and prayers, and we are one of those people.
Yes, Mason, you're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. We got you.
Right.
Also, before we end the show,
again,
don't you have a giveaway to see who won? Our jar?
Yes, I do on Sunday.
On Sunday. There you hear it, people. On Sunday, you will find out who the winner of how many Rich in a jar
appeared in the jar. Rich it's a definite Sunday.
Y'all heard it here first. Definite Sunday. As always, this is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across the pond.
I'm just going to say now, Rich, sorry if I'm a state on Sunday. If I'm not, hallelujah. I don't know
You're just giving yourself permission to act a fool. It's okay. We still got you.
I don't.
You just give yourself permission. We got you.
I don't know how I'll be arriving on Sunday, so
you'll be all right. We got you. Okay. I got you.
Thank you. See you Sunday. It's going to be serious. Yepper.
Yepper.